Alright, what is up, guys? Because I need to make a video, and KisaMatt here has given me content. Keck. I haven't posted a video since August 1st, man. I'm suffering.
What was Batterell's buff again? I don't remember.
Who?
Batterell, the Angel Legion.
She just gets 5k to be unit cold.
I remember most of these, so it's something missing.
So we're here with the goobers, with the goober squad. I don't know what you want to call us, but it's like the Unite crew mixed with like the Digimon crew and like the Zero crew. So we got
a van and a guard.
Yeah, there's Go. So right now we have Matt who made the KisaMatt who made the tier list. Then we got Go. Then we got Click, who's on a bus, so he can't talk right now. Click is just here for moral support.
Why is Click Chowder?
Oh, because Gremlin Schnitzel, or was Schnitzel.
Alright.
I'm still Schnitzel.
Yeah, that's why.
Alright,
so we're gonna be talking about we're gonna be like tier listing. We're gonna do a tier list for all the buffs so far. I do genuinely think, I don't know about you guys, but I do genuinely think we will get like some random like double R and common and rare buffs. Like when the set comes out that they haven't announced, you know. So just in case we do, disclaimer, this is everything up until what's been revealed now. So just to keep that in mind. But other than that, we're gonna start. So clearly, I gotta put my boy Blaster Jesus up here. He got Omega buffed. This is my tier list now. I honestly don't like. I think this is decent. Honestly, if I'm gonna be doing unbiased, like I think this is like decent. Being able to get a fourth attack off of like your exit plate in MLB is kind of nice, but you can also like cheese this in like Seekers because you can throw it in as your one of. I like it, and then that's also probably where I'm gonna put Wingo Brave at because it's decent for now, but we don't have enough blaster targets to make this card work. Also, I don't think he's that impactful, if I'm gonna be honest.
When I look at these cards, I also think about how they might be in the future.
Yeah, I guess.
Your wing will go hard.
I guess he could be impactful. It's just the CB1 is what kind of hurts, and like Royals don't have that much counter charge right now, or at all. We don't get Packle till like G set, like whatever, and then an extra booster of all things. I'm just.
Isn't Blaster Fed like set 6?
It is G set 6, but we might get it earlier. But also, like wasting a CB to search the counter charger is kind of like. Oh wait, you do that with Tartu. Maybe it is impactful. maybe it is impactful. But I think this is decent. But the only thing is that you have to have a booster behind it, which like MLB never has hand, and neither does Seekers. So it's like, unless you flip every draw trigger in the world, you know. So that's where that's at. Garmors, I'm just gonna put them in D tier. I think personally for me, I think all of the plus 1k to the base power, like I think all of those buffs are like high key like D tier. I like.
There's only one that matters in my opinion. That's the Captain Nasmith.
Night Mist, yeah. Night Mist is the only one that matters because he gets 12k, yeah. But everything else is kind of like meh. This is like Brugal is also like bad. Like I have a problem with how Game Studio buffed these, and that's basically like, okay, they could have made it so that on play when they ditch one to call a Snowgole, they call it from outside of the deck, you know, because like eventually when you start running out of stuff, you run out of stuff. So like you want to always have like Snowgoles, and then like Brugal should have been like CB. I understand why Brugal wasn't CB1 because like CB1 is like one of those you know, I can splash this starter in any deck and call a booster for free, so it's not okay. But other than that, I think like they could have buffed these like way more. Jailer is like hot copium. Same thing with Vivian. I don't think
your Jailer mans,
dude, Jailer mains are copium. Like holy fuck copium. Like oh my god, these buffs for Jailer. Like oh yeah, give it 2k. Oh everybody's Jailer's broken now. Like no, I guess it makes like Blaster Blade Spirit, like Blaster Dark Spirit hit for like 12k. But like you still have to like Persona Blast to use its effect, so it's kind of like I think it's still pretty bad. Like plus 2k doesn't really do much right now, especially like if your opponent has double intercept. Vivian's buff, I guess I'll put this at a maybe, because you can like multi-attack, but right now the way the current gold stack is, like you still want Liberators, so maybe it's still Copium. Because we always
also,
go ahead.
Yeah, there's a very important thing that most of these grade 3s that got buffed, we see it in the context of like, yeah, this is the random grade 3 we put as a heal, and now that we're gonna have grade 0 triggers, you might not even play them anymore.
That's true.
So some of these buffs might be even more Copium in that context.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these buffs aren't going to do anything because of the stuff that we've seen in G, where we're getting like the grade 0 like triggers, right? So it's kind of like they're all like a lot of maybes. They're all a lot of like smoking it. I genuinely think Fiana's decent. What's Rias's buff?
She countercharges 2 she whiff.
Well, all right, all the shadow. I know all the Shadow Witch stuff, like just like pretty decent. Like, because Fiana herself, she's no longer an auto and she's now CB2. She's an act now, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So like she can clear 2. This isn't a waste of resources anymore, and I think this lets you choose what you call now. I believe, if I remember.
I think it calls 2.
Oh, it calls 2. It used to call 1 before.
Yeah. No, I think you choose. Yeah, you choose now.
You can
you choose now. Okay. Shamseal. So Shamseal, same thing. D tier. I think it's going to 11k and becoming a crossfire base when you take a damage is fine, but a lot of the Angel Feather decks are running like if they're running Legion, they're gonna want to run Ramiel instead. Like
they're all Celestials.
Yeah, they're all Celestials. Shamseal isn't. I think that's like straight up D tier. I guess it's nice if you're like playing like a pony version of the deck where you're just like looping stuff, or looping damage with no scale. But again, doesn't really matter if you're not like doesn't really matter if you're not killing intercepts. Speaking of killing intercepts, this is actually pretty like really decent. They gave Angel Feather a Blaster Blade for CB1, and that's kind of like not okay. But I mean, I don't know how impactful it is, but I think Gabriel doesn't start getting busted stuff until like G set like 4 or something like that, or whenever it got Refros.
They come out in 4.
They come out
in G set 4.
Yeah, so this will be the go-to Angel stuff until we get Gabriel in 0.
Yeah, these are better than the Rama is better than the both of the Legions basically.
Yeah, it honestly is. This is honestly like it's straight up. This does like, because Ramiel's buff exists. This doesn't really impact anything, and like the only buff it got is that the unit that you call gains 5k power. Coco is Copium because people really like Coco. Like I know people like there's like few global players that still run around playing Coco because they think like the Copium of the deck is like really good because you get to draw like into your pieces. But OTT is still OTT with like I think personally like OTT is still OTT. Like it's Tom or die unless you're playing Battle Sister. Even if you're playing Battle Sister, it's Tom or die. And like if you're playing OTT, you're gonna want to play Sook anyways. So I don't think Coco's gonna do anything for you. They needed a buff the starter for Coco. That's what they needed a buff. Artemis, because the deck is like focused on Regalia, I feel like it's like honestly D tier. Like checking top 4 to add 2 is nice, but because 1 it's still Persona Blast, and 2 you're gonna want to be legioning back anyways with like Nyx and Yggdrasil, so you don't deck out. I don't think there's room for this card in the deck. You can put it as your heal, but only until we get Fenrir, you know. But yeah, that's I think personally, in my opinion, that's what we do with Artemis. I don't know, Graham, if you want to chime in on that because I know you're a Genesis main. Graham,
I'm just trying to cope with the fact
that
she didn't get a better buff.
Yeah, she just didn't get a better buff. So these next 4 cards are like, for me, they're in the maybe spot because maybe this is Copium, if I'm gonna be honest. I think Locks, because Great Nature doesn't have anything better, and like I think because the biggest issue was having a card on board, so you would always have to have like Sea Otter. This is like a straight maybe. I guess I'll put these in maybe too. I don't know what our Arboros has to offer because Musketeers like looping their heals and critting is like pretty nice right now. So that's why I'm like
those were more like quality of life upgrades instead of just
Yeah, it's pretty much like quality of life. So I think it's definitely like a maybe, and it's like for Great Nature especially. Like I think that deserves to be tested because it doesn't have anything better in the early game right now, and you're like negging yourself to just plus like 1, so it's kind of like. But I think being able to call one and then like give it the effect and then it gets retired and you just replace it immediately by drawing a card is like really good. This is copium. This is copium. This is copium. Well, I know Azure Dragon creates a copy of himself for like for free, right?
No, it creates either himself, the grade 2, the grade 1.
Okay, yeah, no, that's
and or the starter, 1 after 4, at random.
Okay, and then what about Illumino?
Restand.
Oh, restand board.
Restand 2.
It's just
Restand all beast deities.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe because it's a board restand instead of restanding 2. This is straight copium. You'll never play this, honestly. I don't think. I think Illumino, like if you're gonna play, first of all, if you're gonna play beast deity, you might as well just play ethics blob. But if you're going for pure beast deity, I guess Illumino's now like a decent backup. If you miss, like if for whatever fucking reason you miss, because we used to play him as a one of in like ethics buster, so like, and if you miss at any of your ethics buster now, like this doesn't feel bad anymore to like ride. I think that's impactful.
Sure?
It's like here, you know, like if there's more.
For me, it's a maybe. It's like
for you, it's a maybe.
Or I think it's decent.
Yeah, because it's a decent buff, but the problem is that Chaos Breaker Dragon is not played, like at all.
So I'm inclined to put it down here, right?
Yeah.
This is probably like around right here. Like if I'm gonna be honest, because having the extra CB now is nice because you get to do other stuff like Palladium, but especially like when things like Chaos Universe release, I think like.
I mean, yeah, this might be impactful later, but now it's just.
Now it's like decent to maybe. Oh, I can't wait for all the Chaos Sims to be like, you're fucking wrong, man. You're such a fucking. You guys are idiots. You guys don't know what you're talking about. I mean, like. I don't think Link Joker's like if
they had to pitch it.
Yeah, they still have no hand, and I think the leaders is still like the better deck right now, anyways.
Link got 5 double R, like 5 triple R's instead of 21. And they're all better than current CDD.
They are better than current CDD. This is copium, like hard copium.
100%.
They did her so dirty. They did her so dirty for no reason.
You have an argument, like if you're one of those people that don't play 12 Lukier in Silver Swords, you have an argument to replace your Alices and your Break Rides for this.
Yeah, but like, why would
aside from that, you don't get anything else. You get the Legion. That's the only thing you do.
Yeah, and then but the thing is, the grade 2 lineup in Silverthorn is like really tight. So like, where would you put the Lion? You know. Yeah, that's also another thing. Maruchika not being like Silverthorn like restricted is fine because I guess it works with this, but that's still like that's still a heavy CV play if you go for this. So
they didn't give her the best buff they could have given her, and that would be giving her the Silverthorn name.
Honestly, for real.
Pain. If they were Silverthorns, then they would have been usable.
Yeah, honestly. This thing just got a power buff, right? Raptor Kernel?
He got
Raptor Kernel. He is a crit now.
He
gets a crit, and he gets Persona Blast, Retire Unit. I don't remember if it's CB1, but it's a Persona Blast Retire Unit.
Copium. I mean, like he's not giving you advantage anymore. Like the problem with Tachikaze, and it's a big problem of like they don't have any like card advantage at all, right? So once you run out of rear guards or you can't get to your pieces, you just fucking die. You know, you just sit there and you just eat shit, die. It's kind of sad. So it's like, So I it's not that I have anything against Tachikaze. I think it's just one of those things where it's just like I don't like the deck. Like this just does what the Legion does, except okay, you get to retire one now, which is like whatever. But like you'd rather just run the Legion because either one of the Legions, one of them is according to Grandma Phoenix Riser, and the other one's just Perfect Riser. Like, so there's no reason to run this in my opinion, especially because it's a right chain deck, and we all know how we feel about right chain decks. This
what they do to him.
You play Ribby.
I really like this
On
buff.
top of maybe, I think it's
This is-
pretty decent. Just
This
gives
is
you
one of the
soul
ones
now.
I care about.
Dayusha?
What they do to my man.
Oh,
That's the
so
only
so
one I
that
care
so
about.
Dayusha's effect, it used to be so that you can remove him from the game and then you add one of a random card, right? Now you can shove him into the soul instead.
Yep.
To do that same effect, and now he gives you access to Crossride. And honestly, I think this is like a maybe for me. It's maybe to decent because like now you don't have to like personally for me, like I think it's fine that you're shoving it into the soul now because you have Crossride almost instantly. Right now, I this is gonna
If you
change
have-
this is gonna change immensely when we get the Legion. I think when we get the Legion, this thing just becomes Kobe.
And the thing is that, if I recall correctly, D Police doesn't have like a good soul out. So if you could play this, if you had like decent soul outlet, like a soul blast with 2 counter charge or soul blast 2 draw, this would be amazing because now you can get your heal, get a new card, and get your heal back to the deck.
I'm pretty sure. Oh, you know what DP does eventually get? We do get the Soul Blast 2 minus your opponent's Vanguard by like 10k
Huh.
when you're
But that's not in the Legion format, so it's
no, yeah,
it's something you want to abuse.
Yeah,
it's something you want to abuse now.
yeah. So like in the future, it could be like a lot more impactful, right? But for now, it's like I think for me personally, this is a maybe. Unlike his darker counterpart, this is. I
What
honestly,
they do to
That's,
reverse.
That's a quality of life.
it's just
That's a
quality.
quality of life change.
So where would you put it at? D or Copium? Like,
The copium, because people like seal. This
Yeah.
is a seal buff.
so go before he would have to lock 2-dimensional robos. Now he can just lock anything. So you play
Now you can play it in seal.
you play him in the alien deck.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
So the next
The
two.
aliens are just yellow.
Yeah. So the next two. Honestly, like
This is copium, but it's the copium I like.
it's the copium we like. Yeah. Just gonna copium that bitch up here. We're just gonna copium that bitch up here.
Fucking wish.
Alrighty.
Like
I actually believe that the unlimited buff is very decent.
yeah. What is the base
Because-
Dungaree buff again?
Base Dungaree buff is rear guard. Counter plus 1 if your Vanguard is a Dungaree. You can shove it into Soul and grab a card from your Bison and put it into your hand.
Okay, so I'm inclined to put this in like maybe to copium, and this one in like decent to maybe to copium. You know, like
Yeah.
this one falls under all three.
The best. Yeah. The thing with Unlimited is that when you play the deck before, you had the problem that if you had to ride Unlimited, you didn't get the crit immediately.
Yeah.
Now you can.
And then also, doesn't he who's the one that adds back now? So it makes Don irrelevant.
Dungaree.
This
Base
one, right?
Dungaree.
Okay, so we'll just keep it like
Base Dungaree adds,
yeah.
and he
so-
gives you cross-rise base because he goes to Soul.
Yeah, I think this is fine because it makes it so that like Dan you're not so reliant on like grabbing a card from Dan. So like if Dan dies and you bound a PG, it's no longer stuck in your bind zone, which
Yep.
is like nice. I do think that like these are maybe a decent, and Dungaree still is like for whatever reason like people still play Dungaree and it still wins randomly. This is D tier. The Amber Dragon buff is just what it should have been. It was just a problem because set 2 there was like no way to get card advantage at all. Giraffa, what's Giraffa's buff?
On place CV2, I think. You call 2 out of 5 random cards.
No, that's
No,
Sure,
that's
choose-
Master Beetle. That's Master Beetle.
But a Master Build.
Giraffa just retires
Then I don't remember Jaffa.
instead of just retiring grade 1s.
So Giraffa just retired.
Oh
anything
yeah,
now?
retires anything.
Yes.
Yeah. Copium.
Copium. Yeah. I think it's like it's honestly Copium. Master Beetle's also Copium. Like it's bugs.
Let's go.
Like it's bugs. It's honestly it's bugs. It just doesn't do anything, and I think like
It's my bugs, Eddie.
the deck is the deck is more machining focused now, right? So it's like
And
Yep.
Wait, where did you guys put Grem's like favorite deck?
it's right here. So the deck is more machining focused now. So it's like you don't really want to play anything that's not machining, man. This is straight up just D tier. It still doesn't do anything. It snipes a card from hand now, which is like, okay, cool. It works if your opponent's at 5, but other than that, it's like, okay, like, you know.
I mean, I actually like at least put it in copium. He deserves at least the copium.
Okay, fine. All right, I'll put
People
him in
would
copium
try
for
it.
that. I'll put him in copium for you.
Woo! Wow.
Oh no.
Whoop.
Whoop. This is very impactful.
Literally just tank riser now.
He's a better tank riser that you can play in any deck, and the fact that he's an 11k base, he's just like extremely strong now. I don't see him being anywhere else.
Smile.
It's Brutal Jack. It's
Sure.
Go. This guy's name in JP was Genocide Jack.
I know.
Matt, do you not like this, or do you not like this
No.
because you said like you were like, ah,
I
sure.
just think that,
No.
I think the ability is cool, but I don't know. I just I think it's a little copium. You don't want to waste CD on this. Although the current like
Technically,
Current
can't you
list,
also
you
just put him in the background and have an intercept.
No,
in front of him?
he's
Or is
front
he
row
only
rear guard
like-
circle only. He's front row rear guard circle.
he's from
the-
row only. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
don't know.
Right now,
I'll say it's decent. It's worth testing. It's definitely worth testing.
I think it's impactful because right now the current Nova list don't spend CB like a fucking monkey right now. Like
Yeah, that's true.
like the only Nova lists that spend CB are the ones that are trying to kill you from 3. But
Or
like,
blouse.
or blouse, yeah. Will again kill you from 3. Like and-
Wow.
yeah, blouse is a kill from 3 deck.
Did I? Yes.
Oh no, this is the one I'm most unsure about. The purple tech buff.
I do think it's impactful and people are gonna be playing it in like risers. Honestly, like if Global got this buff tomorrow, right? Like people would throw this
sure.
riser for sure. Like that would change the meta completely. It's an 11k intercept, so your opponent's forced to have a booster now.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
100% correct.
So that's why I think it's like impactful. This is copium. it doesn't do anything. What do you want?
That's what you think, Eddie.
It's just like
I mean
okay.
You
that's
haven't seen
good.
the
I
way
think
I
that's
play dinos. It's a solid buff.
Okay, read to me the effect again.
now it's the same effect, but you don't have to attack a Vanguard to get it now.
Oh, so you can
You have to
retire.
hit a Vanguard for like the counter charge, but for his retire for plus 5k, it can swing at anything.
Okay.
So it's just Dino
So-
crowd.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll put it in like maybe, for like in my opinion like maybe, because
You were-
the deck does need like more in battle retire.
Yeah, and you were playing the card anyway, mate. So getting a buff to a mate is always a good thing.
Yeah, so we can put it in like maybe. All right, Grem, take the stage, baby.
Impactful.
Why
I'm gonna
still
start
though?
fucking shit up with Labrador. Just a consistent crit. Oh my god.
Wait,
oh
I
my
thought
god.
Labrador had to call 3 to get a crit.
Yes.
Doesn't she call like 2? Oh wait, no. Does she?
calls.
Does she?
No,
still
she
call-
calls whatever.
Calls 3.
Does
But
she-
she calls 3, but you have to call 3 prisms for the crit.
But she calls to open rear guard circle, right?
Yes.
Oh, I guess you can have 3 open rears and then just swing Vanguard straight, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the idea of the buff. You get the Basel effect, so you can have open rears on the side, so you can call your intercepts after you attack with Labrador.
Okay.
Yes.
So, I don't impactful. Like honestly, like no,
For
like
me, it's a maybe. For me, it's a maybe.
maybe.
The thing is,
I think so.
the
It's
thing
just-
you can say, I'm gonna say it now because probably Graham is thinking about this. There's a prism that copies the ability of a heart.
right.
So there's a prism strike that copies the ability of a heart. So
that is
this
true.
ignore intercept, it's really impactful later.
Okay, so we'll put in like maybe to decent. It'll be very high maybe, but like
Yeah, it's a high maybe for sure. But you have this very strong. You can when you can copy hearts, random abilities like this get abused.
yeah, they get abused a lot. I don't think Bushy's thinking about that.
You
Wait.
people have no class.
isn't the stride that copies a heart just literally her?
No, it's Garnet.
Oh, it's
No,
Garnet.
but it's
Okay,
fun.
never mind. This is like
Copia.
copium. Like I can't look at these clans right here. I just hate all of these clans. I can't rate them higher than copium, and this just does nothing. I think it just says like you don't like counterblast anymore, right? Like
For the deck, it's impactful, but the deck is bad.
The deck is just bad, and it's a right chain deck, and we all know how I feel about right chain decks, except for like,
Sook.
yeah, except for like Sook. Oh right, another thing about this Grem is also that like I think like the whole like duo PG dupe scoop, you know, is like really good. So it's just like I don't think there's space for that. You know,
And Eddie.
unless you're playing Prism duos, and then you're not at that point. Naval Gazer's a maybe. Honestly,
Naval Gazer's copium because his attack has to hit.
through double intercept it's fine because he's giving 5k and Algos and Valeria scale. And he's third battle only, I believe, so you don't have to play Basil in the deck.
Yeah, he's third battle only.
This is why I'm saying it's a maybe. It's just like nothing can honestly replace Maelstrom because you're still playing limit break shit. But like, I think this is good. I think the buff is decent, and if you play it with Algos Valeria, you're on. It's like pretty solid because you're retiring or you're drawing off of his effect, and you don't exactly have to boost either. And it kind of
now you can guarantee those, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, you can guarantee it. Night Mist is like straight maybe. I think it's like maybe to decent, right?
No, I think it's at least decent because now you don't have to like turbo into a second Night Mist, so your Night Mist can hit.
Yeah. So and then also like he hits 12k when he's he hits 3k, right? So he gets 12k.
He can hit 12.
So
yeah,
most importantly,
17.
he can kill this fucker up here. He can kill.
He always could.
And then,
he always could.
Oh yeah, that's true. But like now it's like, especially with like we know that Nightrose is gonna come eventually. Like we think like I think that's really.
But now he does something. Good. That's the thing. He does something now when you break.
Yeah, when you break. Yeah, true.
He's a card you can play now. He's a card that if you have only one, now he's useful. So he's very good. He's worth triple R status now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put this here already. I like I said, I don't like 11k buffs, and Siegfried wasn't doing anything for the deck already. This is straight. This is like maybe to decent. I know Grem and Matt, you guys have some words about this, right?
I don't know.
No?
I don't play this deck.
Grem?
Funny card.
It's just funny?
Funny card is even funnier now. I'm gonna self-ping to 5 and then heal down.
Yeah, I think you can do that.
Yeah, it sounds like a maybe to me, because it's like maybe to copium, right? Because it's like, oh, you self-ping to 5 and then you just tell your opponent, nah, B. Nah, now I heal and then I self-ping down 2 more.
Yep.
Holy shit, Rebirth and Waterfall.
Copium?
Copium them both.
No, I'll give it a maybe to the Overlord. To the Overlord one.
But, Matt, are you really going to be playing Overlord when fucking
I'm going to be playing one.
Overlord is still only one swing to face past 2 intercepts.
That's true.
But you don't need to have the Overlord in hand now. So now you don't need to like suffer hand again. Like if this buff had happened, I would have won the other day a rank up match because I lost because I couldn't discard an Overlord.
Why are you playing the Rebirth?
Because it's haha funny.
Because I'm bored. I'm bored of playing Seekers, dude.
And play bugs.
Matt is
bugs
a man that
hilarious.
plays. Matt is a man that plays random shit when he's bored. So
play Tachis.
I don't have Tyrannus Legends.
See what
I
Clip's
don't
been
have
doing with
Break
Tachis.
Ride. I don't have Break Ride, dude.
No, you don't need the Break Ride.
LeMayo. All right.
But yeah.
Is there anything that anybody wants to change except for this?
Oh no.
Was I gonna say something? I
maybe
think Tiana's
put the
an F.
Dungaree up, but that's debatable. No, the regular Dungaree.
Oh, nah, put him up here. I think this is still better than the next you play. I still think there is a haha funny where you play this as a 1 of and then you play this as your starter in Seekers, but like the CB 1 in Seekers actually hurts. It's like
yeah. Also, like I like that they gave him the B series skill. Like yeah, this now B series exclusive.
Yeah, that's actually really good. Honestly, he checks 4 PGs from at 6 now, which is like not something that a lot of decks can do.
Yep.
Which is like
he's a unacceptable win con. The thing is like you don't play it in Seekers probably because Seekers has better stuff.
Yeah, you still play it in MLB. Honestly, I think you play it in MLB and it's still your 1 of. Honestly, I think I play.
Now you play 4. Now you play 4.
Oh, yeah, you play 4 now. You play 4 now because it's like your win con. Because I believe this becomes your starter in MLB again. Like Wingle just becomes your starter again for sure. Because like I don't have to like gotcha my MLB or like any of my pieces. So yeah, I get I don't know how impactful. MLB is always good, honestly, especially because he's gonna get more support later. He's gonna get more strides. But like I feel like this is all just like holy shit. Like this D tier, like all these buffs are so garbage. Like I said, I would have wanted like Garmor to call Snowgirl from outside of deck, and this thing like exactly like this thing. But I understand why they didn't. Because then whenever we get the Royal the Garmor Stride, it checks High Beasts on the field. So like if you flood your field with Snowgirls, it's kind of like pretty good. But yeah, all right. So yes,
Fianna and impactful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think the Fianna is impactful.
Alright.
Fianna buff's actually really good.
Okay, we'll change Fianna to impactful then. I don't know about Rias of the starter. I feel
No,
like
Rias
it's
decent.
Prius and the starter are decent. Like they're gonna do a good job just because Fianna is good now.
yeah. So like
The starter's just a guaranteed counter charge now.
oh, I just realized
Because you can call Met
Fianna isn't
remember.
like just a one shot thing anymore. You can keep using it, huh?
Yes.
Yep. That's why it's good,
Ah, okay. Well.
and you don't need to use Mordor anymore.
Oh, that's true. Alright, so I guess this is a list then?
Yes.
Alright. So
Alright, Eddie. Now here's my list, and now let me explain why it's better than yours.
oh my god, hold up.
No!
I gotta close out the fucking video first, holy shit. But anyways,
Thank you, edit.
honestly, just explain it and then send me a screenshot of it.
Gonna have it in the video.
And then
I
I'll
just
just
want to
like, put
explain
it.
witches.
Oh my god. Alright, go ahead.
Okay, are you watching my stream? I'm currently in Vanguard 0 meta.
Oh shit. Just hold on. Okay, let me see.
Prism, where are they? Shadow Paladins, okay. Okay, so you know how you had to... Where is she? Wait, I passed it. You know how you had to run this idiot?
Yeah.
You don't have to run this idiot anymore. Which means you can run this bitch. In place of your Vanguard is a witch, your unit is a legion, retire another witch to have your opponent's Vanguard get minus 5k.
Oh.
So you can scale your shit past
shit.
the... You can get 3 swings to the face. And it's not like you're going to be short on witches to retire.
Oh shit, you're right.
Well, she's a 7k. No like 6k or 5k bullshit. She just straight up scales with your 9ks.
Alright. Is that everything you wanted to say, Grem?
This is the card I was talking about. Click, you see? Click. Click, you're not in my stream. Click. Click.
Alright, so we're just gonna end the video.
Chowda.
Thank you guys for watching, and
Chowda.
yeah, this video will go up like probably in like 5, 6, 7, 8 hours or some shit like that. Whenever like 8 a.m. is right now. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here, Matt. Thank you for making this. This is pretty
No
pop.
problem.
And this is a 30
An
minute
hour,
video.
bro.
It's gonna be funny as fuck. It took you an hour. Jesus Christ! Go show some love to Matt on
Yeah,
Twitter.
grabbing the images is hard, dude.
Yeah,
Grabbing the
it
images is so hard.
Yeah. All right, go show some love to Matt on Twitter. I'll link his Twitter in the description. But yeah, that's it. See you guys next
I
time.
post nothing, but thank you.
No problem. All right, bye.
Bye bye.
Bye guys.